and that's as long as it gets. He did it on a Sunday night 3 years ago. And we are underway at the brand new Diggs with a touchback. Done. And the first play from scrimmage in the new ballpark is a pass to Peterson, but he is run out of bounds right away by Blake Martinez, a rookie offseason. So they're the new guys up front, second down and 10. And now Peterson will get taken down after a short gain last week. He was held to 31 yards from the 27-yard line. And here come the Packers, and Bradford gets it away and completes the pass to Adam Thielen for a first down, covered by Demarius Randall. So they convert from the 42-yard line. Inside handoff. Peterson led the league in rushing last season. Stopped there by Troy Guyon, and let's take a look at that Green Bay defense. Amongst the starters, but he will play probably 30 or so snaps tonight, mainly in pass rush situations. Bradford deep downfield, and that pass is incomplete. Clay Matthews blitzing that time. His spot. And anytime you replace him, there is a huge drop-off. Bradford has time, slings it to the outside and too high. That time intended for Kyle Rudolph.
Over to the defense.
Picked up one first down, and now Jeff Locke sends it skyward, and a fair catch is called for and made at the 9-yard line by Micah Hyde. And that's where Green Bay with the ball for the first time from the 10-yard line. Rodgers surveys and throws to the outside, caught by Devontae Adams, and he loses the ball at the 14-yard line, picked up by the Vikings. Green Bay may have gotten it back. It was extracted by Eric Kendricks. Packers think they have the ball back after the Vikings looked as if they were going to get the recovery and even a potential touchdown.
It looked like Sendejo picked it up and then lost it again.
Rolling on the field is a fumble.
Randall Cobb took it from him.
Second down. Rolling on the field was a fumble, first recovered by the defense. The defense then fumbled, recovered by the offense. First and 10, Green Bay.
There's no question it ended up in the hands of Randall Cobb, but was Sendejo's knee down before.
Right now, Zimmer can he can challenge this, stand as ruled on the field. So it's first down from the 10-yard line, and they give it to Eddie Lacy, and he gets banged around as he takes it up to the 15-yard line. And Rodgers, quick throw and nearly picked off. That's Eric Kendricks, who had a 77-yard touchdown last week on a pick against Tennessee. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. And Rodgers is going to roll and throw deep downfield and incomplete for Jordy Nelson. Covered by Trey Waynes, and so Green Bay forced the punt on their first possession. Punter. Tim Mastay had done it for several years. He was cut. And Shum's first punt of the night bounces near midfield. And he takes a minor Green Bay hop down to the 47-yard line. Around tonight, Ziggy Wilf owns the team, bought it in 2005. Proud night for him. Pass caught by Jerick McKinnon out in the flat, and he gets buried by Joe Thomas. By the way, Matthews is back in the game, so Matthews had to come off full.
120, 120 hot.
Peterson is the back. Send him out into the flat, and Bradford gets enveloped and sacked. Mike Daniels, number 76. Chris talking about him. Outstanding up front.
This is just a straight bull rush, going to take him right back into Sam Bradford, and Sam Bradford is going to have to figure out in a hurry. This offensive line is struggling in pass protection. They're mauling.
3rd and 20. Play clock at 1. They just do get it off, and Bradford fires over the middle, and that's caught by Diggs. Stephon Diggs gets into Packer territory, but about 6 yards short of the first down. Thomas makes the tackle, gain is 16.
Maybe a second too long right now.
Locke to send it down toward Micah Hyde, and it's blocked. It's blocked, and it will bound to a halt at the 45-yard line. Ty Montgomery, number 88 for the Packers, comes off the field with the block.
have it right here. He's going to loop in behind Joe Thomas, I think that is, and find just a little seam. Well, that is a big flop of field position right there.
Of course, was missing Jordy Nelson. Rodgers now will flip it out to Randall Cobb. And Cobb, who recovered that fumble on that first series, takes it to the 46. To the playoffs. They won a playoff game against Washington and then lost that overtime thriller at Arizona. Lacey goes to the outside, and then Lacey will get corralled by Stephen, number 93, up at the 44-yard line. Play fake, and Rodgers, as he does so brilliantly, going deep downfield, and it is a penalty and dropped by Adams, but a flag. Terrence Newman.
McCarthy, the play caller, we're going to do. Of course, you're going to throw it deep against the older guy back there. Watch this right here. He's going to grab him, move the hips just a little bit, and as we have seen before, those are the ones that get called. So this will be way down the field.
Pass interference, number 23, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
And then Lacey is the tailback from the 4. Give it to Eddie Lacey, and Lacey will thread his way about halfway to the goal line. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Play clock at 2. The fake to Lacey, and Rodgers rolling, getting chased, fires, incomplete, but another flag, and that's Terrence Newman again holding Jordy Nelson. So 2 penalties on Newman, giving them a first and goal to 1.
Prior to the pass, holding number 23, defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Well, Terrence Newman out here working on Jordy Nelson. Right when he started to make the move back, they considered that a hold.
Hand it to Lacey, and Lacey angles his way. Well, he's going to be stopped a little bit short. Lacey is the running back. That's Cobb coming in motion, setting to the left. Rodgers rolling, looking, throwing, touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his second in 2 weeks. He went to Nelson 6 times last week for only 32 yards with a touchdown.
A little bootleg action, and you get the old wily veteran on the outside, Jordy Nelson, who's going to fake a block. Let me block you here on this run play, and then
Green Bay was the most pass-oriented team in the red zone inside the 20 last year, and they score here on a pass. About this place. $1.1 billion will get you a U.S. Bank Stadium. From the 1-yard line, Cordero Patterson swinging to the outside, cutting it back up the middle. Gets taken down at the 23-yard line by Marwin Evans.
120! 120 hot!
And the fake toss, and then Peterson, and he can't get on track. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage, and Mike Daniels is right there.
Him right to Minnesota. Sent a private plane. He was here at 8 o'clock in the morning and practicing later that day.
Second and 11, and the pass is caught on the outside. And Stiggs breaking 2 tackles before he is finally run out of bounds, picking up the first down on a 2nd and 11. Maryland
120!
last season.
120 hot!
4:20 to go. Bradford stepping up in the pocket, fires over the middle. Good coverage that time, and incomplete.
Back in for Green Bay.
120!
Second and 10. And again, a fake toss, and well, the rushing leader keeps running into big number 76, Mike Daniels. So on 3rd and 10, they bring Matt Asiata, number 44, into the game in the backfield, and you got all kinds of action up front. Matt Khalil, number 75, jumping, and Dayton Jones coming across the line, and Walt Anderson to make the call.
Ball start, number 75, offense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Take 40% of the offensive line and change it. And the guy won the rushing title last year. And Bradford will slip it off to Asiata, and he takes the ball up to the 44-yard line, but short of the first down, and that punting group will come in. Now locked to punt. Micah Hyde back deep. Very high kick. Fair catch called for, and made at the 11-yard line. In the backfield. Lacey on the bench for the moment. And Rogers flips it to the outside, and Nelson is going to stay in bounds for another yard or so, covered there by Terrence Newman. This for a while last year, even though they were undefeated, and then took it back. 2nd down and 4, and the pass is caught up at the 23-yard line by Cobb, covered there by Sendeo. The opening frame, this time out of the pistol, and he gives it to Starks, the old workhorse. Out to the 25, James Stark, so valuable through the years to this team. Rogers changing the play despite the din. And fires deep downfield and incomplete. Intended there for Devontae Adams, covered by Trey Waynes. With the crowd roaring on 3rd and 7, Rogers pressured, spun around, loses the ball. The ball is loose. Eric Kendricks was there. Walt Anderson coming right in to see who's got it.
Right here, you're going to see, I think, just a spy where he's going to make sure Aaron Rodgers doesn't run. All of a sudden he sees an opening. What the heck? Let me go get this guy. Spins him around. Rodgers about to escape. And then Danielle Hunter came up and got the ball out. And so far,
in Packer territory, both recovered by Green Bay. Sums kick. Fairly short, and fair caught at the 47-yard line, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter.
120.
And Peterson is going to get stuffed again by Guyon. 5 carries for -3. Bradford fires down the left side and hits his tight end Kyle Rudolph for a first down at the Green Bay 39-yard line. 15-yard gain. Again, the Packers playing without Sam Shields with a concussion. He is inactive, and that pass is caught on the outside by Adam Thielen, who had a great night when Minnesota won the division crown at Lambeau Field.
to get just a little bit comfortable.
Now Sam going deep downfield, and there's contact, and the crowd wants a flag, and they don't get one as Adam Thielen and Quentin Rollins doing a little hand fighting. Incomplete, 2nd down. Connect there, but we mentioned he had 2 big plays last year in the season closer at Lambeau, and then Rudolph doesn't turn around in time, and that is incomplete. And that will make it 3rd down.
He's right there now. Keep an eye on him.
Here he comes. And Bradford gets it away, and it's caught, but the ball is dropped and then recovered by Thielen. So he's caught 3 tonight, but that was Ladarius Gunter who gets in there, gets a hand in there. He sends Diggs with 2 others to the left side. Looks over the middle and throws, and that is caught by Diggs at the 14, 1st down.
Is this guy has to stop and come back underneath. Nice job that time by Diggs, just giving a good enough target there. A little quick move right at the top, and just before Clay Matthews got there.
Bradford 10 of 15 for 98 yards. And then you got a whistle before the snap. Looked like there was maybe illegal motion. Andre Smith for a false start. Bradford checking on his
number
left
71,
hand.
offense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Right tackle Smith. 1st down and 15.
120 hot.
And again, you got action up front. This time it might have been Fusco, the right guard. Yep.
Full start, number 63, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
So Smith and Fusco have turned a 1st and 10 into a 1st and 20. So that graphic, 5.5 penalties last year per game. Best in the league tonight, already 5. And now Peterson trying to find some space. Gets tackled out of bounds at the 18-yard line by Clinton Dix. 14. Bradford stays in the pocket, throws. That's Diggs again, and he'll take it to the 7-yard line, setting up a 3rd down at about 3. Bradford to the end zone. Rudolph, touchdown Vikings. The tight end working on the strong safety, Morgan Burnett.
They're just going to run out here to the corner. Nicely done. The Pro Bowl MVP back in 2012.
Yeah, I think 13. I think. Here. And now Blair Walsh for the extra point. He missed one last week. And 2 field goals, but he made 4 field goals, and this one is good. You saw Chris Carter, the display there inside the Viking Museum here inside the stadium as the kickoff is down to the end zone by Ty Montgomery. Right now the Packers begin this drive from the 25-yard line. Lacy looks for room on the outside. Finds very little, picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Downs, but didn't make any big mistakes either.
From the 27, here's Lacy. Up to the 31 goes Eddie. And Rodgers dancing away as he does so brilliantly and then just slings it away. Nobody was open, so Aaron throws it out of bounds. Ready for his 3rd punt of the night. First 2 have gone 42 and 38. This one is angled toward the far side, and it's a short kick that bounds out of bounds wide to the right on 1st down. And he takes the snap.
Longcat.
And gets up to the 38-yard line. But, you know, you're talking about Bradford. We hope Teddy comes back. 1st rounder next year and a 4th rounder in 2 years. And Bradford retreats, and it's juggled and incomplete. That's Jake Ryan, the inside linebacker, covering the tight end Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down and 6. Here come the Packers, and getting him around the shirt and then knocking him down. The sack there, Nick Perry and Julius Peppers were there.
Well, here comes Perry this time, going around his former teammate out there, or at least former USC Trojan. Gets just enough of the jersey of Bradford.
Certainly Perry deserves an assist on the play. And Locke's punt, fair catch called for, made at the 24 by Micah Hyde. Rodgers beginning this drive with a throw to the outside, a little high for Jordy Nelson, covered by Trey Wayne, 2nd down. Rodgers has him spread out. And a little flip to Cobb, and Cobb spinning and dancing his way up to the 31-yard line before he's tackled by Harrison Smith. He's a guy who can do so many things. Fitzgerald took care of the rest of the game. Green Bay never saw the ball. 3rd and 3, and that pass is caught by Nelson with a flag down, and Nelson is able to take the ball into Viking territory, and we'll see about the call.
Offside, number 97, defense, lined up in the neutral zone. The penalty is declined. 1st down.
That's a 21-yard gain, 37 degrees in Jacksonville. We're tough that way. And they give it to Randall Cobb, coming out of the backfield for a short gain to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I remember Randall Cobb playing at the University of Kentucky.
In the 1st half. Play action, it buys time, sliding and looking, and the secondary does its job. Nobody open. Get rearranged. Rodgers down to 1 as he gets it snapped. Pressure coming, and he gets it over the middle, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Randall Cobb. Kick from the foot of Shum, who has kicked 3 times tonight, averaging 38 yards. Put some backspin on it, and the fair catch is called for and made at the 12-yard line.
But so far the Packers defense, they sat him.
Hey, when you're 13, you can do anything you want, right? And here goes Peterson, picks up a couple of fantasy points.
Watch his workout. I said it wasn't human.
And Peterson taking the handoff from his 13th different quarterback and tries to stretch for a 1st down. A little very close right there. Matthews makes the tackle.
Double teams is what they like.
3rd and inches, and Peterson is able to angle his shoulders and pick up the 1st down as he gets to the 24-yard line.
120, hot.
Bradford deep downfield off the play fake. Diggs, and he's able to come up with the ball at the 32-yard line. 4 yards, stretching out, reaching out, controlling it, keeping it off the ground. Big game.
We have a superstar emerging. This Stephon Diggs was good last year. Diggs cheating over a bit and took advantage.
Hustles him up to the line, does Sam. Fake, steps up, feels the pressure, and gets hit as he throws, and that's incomplete. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning for Minnesota from the 32-yard line. Pressure comes. Bradford gets it to the 26-yard line. And it's Charles Johnson making his first catch. It's work. And that play was the 40-yard pass interference. As Bradford throws, it's caught by Rudolph, and Rudolph gets slung down a little short of the first down. And they try to draw him off.
Delay of game.
They don't.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that to begin with, and that's going to make it just a little tougher for Mr. Walsh.
He's much more in his wheelhouse.
Holder is Jeff Locke. And Blair Walsh is able to bang it through. So he gives Minnesota its first lead ever in their new disc. Blair Walsh will send this one through the end zone. Starks is with him. Rodgers rolling, and you know what he can do when he throws a Hail Mary. Anything can happen. You get all kinds of action going on. And a flag is thrown as Devontae Adams in a wrestling match comes back and is able to make the catch. And who's the penalty going to be called on?
He clearly interferes.
It's going to be against Green Bay.
Pass interference. Number 17. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's on Adams. That's how he got position. Because anytime Rodgers puts up a Hail Mary, you don't know what can happen.
We pay attention.
And Rodgers, does he get him to offside, or is it a false start?
Aaron's so mad they didn't snap the ball. He wanted that free play.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 96. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Brian Robinson is left. That's Cobb. And Cobb will get knocked down to the 29-yard line, stays in bounds. And they will just let it run out as Rodgers heads for the locker room. He said to Sam, what's the major purchase for that $50 million? He said a ping pong table. But it was a good ping pong table. The 3-yard line. Here's Ty Montgomery. Taking it back up to the 25-yard line.
The pain yet of losing Xavier Rhodes.
Right, Rhodes. Listen, both games this season is Eddie Lacy takes it up to the 32-yard line. Packers try to get some sort of a running game going. Lacy was 6 for 16 in the half. 2nd and 1. Rodgers surveying. And a toss to Lacy. Flag is down. He'll pick up a first down for the moment. Walt Anderson gives us the call.
Holding. Number 82. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
Short drop, and then the pass is incomplete. Jordy Nelson right there, and Trey Waynes blanketing him to make it 3rd down and 11. Crowd roaring on the 3rd and 11, and Rodgers fires, and that's Cook. And Cook for the moment seemed to have the first down, then he comes back a little bit. Where do they give him forward progress? A little short.
This ball and go that way, and he had the first down. Instead, he tried to loop back underneath.
Jacob Shum. High boot. Fair caught, 24-yard line marker. Sherrills 2 minutes into the second half.
Has been superior so far tonight.
From the 23, nice clean pocket. Here's Diggs again, slips a tackle, flag is thrown.
Mike Daniels didn't like it, so it must be roughing the passer.
And Daniels came in and hit Bradford after he released.
Oh, helmet to helmet for sure.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 76, defense. High contact to the quarterback's head. 15-yard penalty. Down.
He is displaying Viking toughness tonight.
From the 49-yard line, Peterson runs into his own man and there's nowhere to go. Ryan makes the tackle, ran into Fusco, and we go to Michelle. Jay retired, the age of 29. Pressure on Bradford, but he gets it away again, and Charles Johnson makes his 2nd grab of the night, and the ball is into Packer territory. Gunter makes the tackle. 46-yard line. Bradford, and this time under pressure, and down he goes sooner or later. 52 is going to get a sack, and Clay Matthews comes in to deck him. Matthews in his career Just moved by Reggie White, who has spent a lot of years elsewhere. And pack the record book ahead of the great one to the 13-yard line. Micah Hyde, 15-yard line. The second drive of the second half off the play fake, and that buys Rodgers a ton of time. And then a flag goes down because Waynes and Cobb both go to the ground.
I had to do too much. Trey Waynes was all over
Pass
that.
interference, number 26, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
They're not beating him. I mean, watch this. You'll see it. Trey Waynes, he's all over the place, in perfect position. Just kind of panics a little bit at the end of that thing.
27-yard line. Rodgers out of the pocket, wide open. There is Jared Cook, the acquired during the offseason tight end.
In the middle of the field. And that's been something that's been missing here for a while.
Toss to Lacey. He can't get on track. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Linval Joseph, former New York Giant, bunched to the right. Lacey is the back. Play action. Rodgers scrambles away and just fires it into the bench. Everson Griffin put the pressure. Flag is down on this play. A 2nd and 11.
Prior to the pass, holding number 26, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Waynes picks up his second penalty.
That was a big one, though.
Who knows anymore? From the 45-yard line, Lacey. And Lacey plowing ahead. Eddie Lacey to the 43-yard line. Off the fake again. Rodgers is going to go down at the 45-yard line, and then it's Tom Johnson.
Knocked down Jared Cook, and that's where Aaron Rodgers was trying to go. And once he was on the ground, so was Rodgers.
And there was Barkley who gets beat. He comes back out. And Rodgers underthrows it, but it's caught as Cook comes back to make the catch, falling down. 3rd and 8. And Rodgers gets brushed. Here he goes again, and he's going to pack it in and run and then lose the ball, and it's loose again, and the Packers may have come up with their 3rd offensive recovery.
Oh my gosh, all the Vikings are going to do in practice next week is practice fumble recoveries.
Who saves the day again?
Just a great play by Everson Griffin to get back down the field, and Captain Munnerlyn just cannot get a handle on it.
Fumble recovered by the offense. First down, Green Bay.
Tonight it's 3-0. Green Bay on offense. Here's Starks. And he gets busted at the 25-yard line behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12. Aaron throws underneath. That is caught by the other tight end. That's Richard Rodgers. He'll come up a little bit short of the first down. Harrison Smith stops him.
Aaron Rodgers knows it too.
He resets Starks, and then he throws, and that is incomplete. Intended for Jordy Nelson, and that's Mackenzie Alexander. But here, and he does, and he gives it to Starks, and it's going to be very close. Starks needed a yard. It should be, in terms of the yellow line, a little bit short of giving up the opportunity. Or eschewing, as you might say, the opportunity to tie the game. Turn it over on downs.
120! 120, hot!
And Peterson, a little bit of room. You know, Chris, you're thinking about the division. Packers have dominated the division.
Starting to do that.
120, hot!
2nd down and 6. And Bradford throws, and it's caught by Diggs. He's off to the races again. Stephon Diggs to the 36 of Green Bay. Chased down by Jake Ryan. What a night for this guy.
They're starting to force this up, which is going to force that coverage to fall off. And so Burnett comes up. They throw it right behind his head. Nicely done that time by Bradford. Runs.
Yeah, those boys were in attendance tonight. After the timeout, which was taken by Minnesota, not by Green Bay. Gain here for Adrian Peterson in the table. That puts Jerick McKinnon in the game as the running back, and they give it to him. And he gets taken down at the 30-yard line. That'll make it third down and about 3. Right now, they go no huddle here on a third down and 3. And Bradford fires, and that's going to be a 4-yard gain and enough for a first down to Adam Thielen. Tackled by the linebacker Joe Thomas. Micah Hyde, who was shaken up before the commercial, walks off basically unassisted. Bradford on play action, going to the end zone. You got it. Diggs. Who else? Touchdown. A flag is down.
And Stephon Diggs would dominate.
Pass interference, number 23, defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
He was the man covering Diggs. That's 15 catches in 7 quarters this season for number 14.
Not only is Diggs good, but he's savvy. He went inside, worked back outside, which for most corners means you're going to go a fade to the corner of the end zone, grab, and had a foul on that play anyway.
Walsh's extra point makes it a 10-point game. Oh, yeah. It's a returnable kick, but it won't be returned by Tom Montgomery. Let's go to Michelle. Starks is the back. And he gets bottled up. You know, Chris, I keep thinking about a guy like Mike Zimmer.
Around that guy. He is Bill Parcells to a T with the way that he talks to his football team, but boy, can he coach.
And there is Starks, who takes it up to the 39. There's a penalty.
Holding number 70, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Second down.
Little over a minute to play. Second down and 14. 4-man rush. Rodgers, and adjusting on it as Adams. Pass is underthrown, and a flag comes in. We got Waynes right there. Sendeo is also in the neighborhood.
Pass interference, number 26, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
Well, he pulled him earlier. That means you have to bring in the rookie to the ball at the 49. Rodgers with time, fires high and incomplete, intended for Jordy Nelson. Crossing over the middle. Little shovel. James Starks takes it, and he'll get the first down and a few more yards to the 35-yard line. First down, Green Bay.
We 19!
Cook playing the role of fullback here. Give it to Starks, trying to get outside. And that takes it to the 33-yard line, and that should take us into the final quarter. Rodgers pressured. Down he goes at the 44-yard line. Everson Griffin gets the sack.
How fast he gets around this corner, and David Bakhtiari, he can move his feet, but he's been getting close all night.
Right now looking to get into field goal range to make it a one-possession game or more. Rodgers going deep, and it is Nelson making the catch inside the 5-yard line. Goal.
There, Trey Waynes trying to get his head around, but he gets there so late. He's what do you call it? Betwixt and between. You know, it's not like he's looking at the receiver and he's not finding the ball. And so Jordy Nelson, the veteran,
and now trying to make it a 3-point game. And then Rodgers fires and almost intercepted at the goal line. Terrence Newman almost had the pick. Cobb and Starks both in the backfield with Rodgers. Blitz coming, dump it off to Starks. You got 3 Vikings there to provide the escort out of bounds, and a cheerleader goes down as well. She's fine. Crowd doing its best to jam communications as Rodgers has time, dancing, under pressure, gets away. Aaron Rodgers does it again. Touchdown. How many times have you seen it? Surrounded. Flag comes down on at the end of the play. Rodgers dancing and able to finally find that open space.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct number 73, offense.
Wow.
That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. That is number 73's first unsportsmanlike foul to consider for possible disqualification.
So they call it on Treader. Anderson gave the longer description.
I'm going to tell you what, J.C. Treader may have gotten a 15-yard penalty. That may have been the best block of the game right there. Linville Joseph, who has been terrorizing Rogers inside, one-on-one block. Treader got it done, then came down to defend his quarterback. And nobody's mad at him over there. They want him protecting number 12.
Crosby knocks it through. It's some sight. It's on the footprint of the old Metrodome. They knocked it down. And this came into being after 2 years over at the University of Minnesota Stadium. Cordero Patterson out to the 45-yard line. He provided a big boost in the game last week at Tennessee with a 61-yard run back and a big boost here. And that's McKinnon in the Wildcat. And he'll hand the ball off here. Coming around is Patterson. And Cordero Patterson, who had such a good rookie year, pretty good second year, and plays sparingly offensively, trying to get the referee to call a foul, which he will not. And now a flag comes in. He just threw it just now.
How many do they have in the huddle? Might be 12 out there. 12.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct number 14, offense. 15-yard penalty. It'll be second down. That is number 14's first unsportsmanlike foul of the game for consideration for possible disqualification.
The only thing that Diggs has done wrong tonight
This year, unsportsmanlike after the play's over. That's how you get ejected if you have two.
turned it into the second and 27. Now it's going to be third and 27 as Joe Thomas wraps up Jerick McKinnon. Third and 27. And over the middle, here's Diggs. And Diggs gets back to the 42-yard line, close to the original line of scrimmage, but his penalty put them in a big jam.
What is he going to do? Come off? He's the smallest guy in the field.
And fair catch ball for made at the 16-yard line.
If they come back after Trey Waynes again, down at the bottom of your screen.
Little dump off, and Lacey can't handle it. Number one draft choice last year out of Michigan State. Lacey, look at that hole, gigantic hole. And he runs right through it out to the 28-yard line for a first down. 49 yards. Under 10 to play in regulation. Nelson trying to get a block and picks up about 4 or 5. Randall Cobb was there in front of him. Newman rides him out. Rogers out of the pistol. Hands it to Lacey, and that's a great ankle tackle from behind. Harrison Smith comes darting through.
Here's up. Let's see if they blitz or not.
Crowd roaring as Rogers throws, and it's caught. First down. Devontae Adams working on Trey Waynes.
319.
Toss Lacey. Smacked at the line of scrimmage. That's Barr right there. Anthony Barr, the top pick in 2014 out of UCLA, is go head-to-head with Jordy Nelson. Pressure on Rogers, fires over the middle, caught, first down to the 40-yard line. Goes Richard Rogers.
It creates big voids in there.
And Rogers, pressure, loses the ball again. Can Green Bay come up with a fourth offensive fumble recovery? Robinson created it, and this time Minnesota finally recovers a fumble.
I can find the captain, Brian Robinson, who just does that little delayed move, then gets Balaga's hands off of him and doesn't even consider going for the hit on Aaron Rodgers.
120. 120 hot.
And to give it to Asiata, who has some room, and he picks up a first down. To the 44-yard line he goes. And Minnesota can begin to work a little bit on the clock as well.
120.
Number 48.
120 hot.
And Bradford gives it to Asiata again, and this time nothing doing. After all these years, and of course he's had an injury checkered career as well. And this pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, #1 draft choice, the rookie from UCLA, creates a 3rd and 11, and that stops the clock. McKinnon is in the backfield. And Sam's going to get swallowed up at the 45-yard line. So you bring Peppers in pass rush situations, and that, of course, is something he's been doing.
This. So straight line directly through Matt Khalil, straight to Sam Bradford, and Julius Peppers did basically the same thing on the other side. These tackles, this offensive line has to be better, or Sam Bradford's not going to survive the year.
Full start here against the
Full
Vikings.
start, number 20, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
The football league. Jeff Locke to punt. Trevor Davis is going to let it go, and lucky for Locke that it skirts the sideline. Could have gone out of bounds at around the 22. Instead, he gets every benefit of a bounce that takes the ball to the 9. 4:38 left, 50-yard punt. Rodgers backed up to his own 9 after the 50-yard boot by Locke. Good protection, then he dumps it off underneath, but an errant pass. It's a 4-man rush, and the pass is caught but taken down immediately. Trey Waynes is right there with the tight end, Jared Cook, and a very key 3rd and 7 coming up here. Showing blitz, Harrison Smith comes in, but they double him, and the pass is caught by Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb over the middle. 3.5 left in regulation. Rodgers again buying time. He's a lot of room to roam, and he exploits it. And dances out of bounds up at the 37-yard line, and that should be enough. How many will they send? They send an extra man, and that pass is knocked away, intended for Cobb, and it's Captain Munnerlyn, 36. Rodgers fires, and that will move the sticks as Adams makes the catch again, going 2.5 to go. Play clock at 4. Rodgers sliding right, looking to get out, and he can't. Goes down again. Linval Joseph is the first guy in there to knock him down.
That time on Treader, the center, right there. Going to slide the line all the way to the right, and Joseph is going to slide off, and this time
the Vikings crowd the defensive line and then back off. And Rodgers throws on the run, and it's knocked away. Terrence Newman is there, intended for Jordy Nelson. 3rd and 14.
Adam against Davante Adams, 1-on-1.
Robinson is back in the game. Rodgers throws, and it's intercepted. It is picked up by Trey Waynes. Picking on him all night long, and finally, he might have the last say.
Run a little post corner. He was wide open if he just stayed on the slant. And really, because it was a one-step move by Davante Adams, Trey Waynes really didn't even have a chance to react to it. The entire defense had flowed to the right side. Aaron Rodgers saw it, comes back to his one-on-one, and Trey Waynes, after an interesting night, makes the play of the game.
With Asiata and a fullback line in there. And this will be a 2.5, 3-yard gain, and Green Bay will take its first timeout.
Take a shot with Diggs. He's one-on-one with no help anywhere.
And Asiata, I think you got to play it safe to make sure Green Bay uses all of its timeouts. I think.
120! 120 hot!
Yep. Looking at him, but incomplete. And a flag, though, comes in. Demarius Randall with the penalty. And that is a killer for Green Bay.
Pass interference, number 29, defense. Automatic first down at the spot of the foul.
23, not 29.
Looked like their feet got tangled up, and that would not, but there's the foul. You can see the left arm hooking, grabbing, and turning. It is the turn right there.
So 136. They can make Green Bay use its final timeout, which they will here, as Blake Martinez, the rookie, stuffs Asiata.
120.
I'll give you 1 to 100. Asiata tripped up at the 40, and that can take us down to around 50 seconds or so before they have to snap it again. So they have to run one more play after this, and Bradford's able to take a few seconds off the clock.
Just going to throw it right over the head of Stephon Diggs down here at the bottom.
This will do it. Bradford, he'll take all the time off the clock, sends it to the heavens, and the Minnesota Vikings have beaten the Green Bay Packers.
That is one of the most impressive things I've seen a football player do. I have to tell you, what Sam Bradford did tonight was one of the most impressive things I've seen against a very good football team under the pressure of opening a new stadium. That was great.
And got up to a bit of a slow start, first two series, till he gathered it. Went back to the locker room to have his left hand x-rayed. And just for a moment, it looked like maybe Sean Hill would have to take the reins again. And the next thing you know, Sam Bradford has led this team right now to a victory tonight and a record of 2-0.